We're really pleased that you're going to be part of the Choral celebration concert in 10 days' time. And just before that, I thought it might be useful to give you a few pieces of advice on how you might prepare, because it's going to be an event not like anything any of us have done before. It's in a massive space, singers we've never met before in many cases, and a massed choir, and no conductor. And no conductor is the big challenge because, of course, we're so used to relying on the chap at the front waving their arms around. But in this case, the secret really is breath and being aware of the breath around you and breathing with it. So a really good way to prepare is to listen to the MP3 files that we've put in the Dropbox folder and to get into the habit of breathing as you hear the breathing on the record and then singing straight away. So even something like Jerusalem becomes and did, and then you've got your phrase which is already started. And listening is probably more important than watching in that case, because for some of you, the people leading, which is usually the Albion sopranos, are going to be a long way away. So it's much, much easier to listen to the breath. So that's the first piece of advice. Have a good listen and practice singing with what you hear. And the other thing is to do with singing lines. The danger always is that, particularly with large groups of singers who haven't met before and who are rehearsing loads in a short space of time, is that things slow down. And we really want to avoid that. And the way you can practice it is by singing lines as if you were singing a solo. If you think of singing something like Scarborough Fair or Jerusalem or anything like that, or any song actually, or any line of music by yourself, you wouldn't be waiting for other people to do things. You'd just be singing beautifully phrased lines very naturally. And that's what we really want to aim for. So do think of your line, every line that you sing, as a musical phrase in its own right, and do prepare it like that. Think of how it rises and falls and where it's going, and then what happens at the end of it. There's a breath. And then generally there's another phrase that follows it. So awareness of breath and awareness of line are the two really big things. There's no conductor, so you don't need to be watching anybody, which means that you're going to need to be listening even harder than usual. The other thing to listen for are the people around you. The danger always is that people wait for each other, or they fire ahead trying to give a lead. In this case, what we need to come up with is a really organic, natural sound that goes at what is the right speed for the music without racing or dragging. So on the record, we've managed to get it pretty much on most of the time. So let that be your guide. That's the kind of flow that we need to find on the day. We've about an hour or so to rehearse, so do come on the Sunday knowing as much as you can of your lines, knowing where they go, having worked out intervals and things like that. If you can't work them out, then have a listen, because it's all right on the CD, I think. And so do that preparation. Then on the day, there'll be time to put it together, time to get to grips with the space. And then the other thing is, in performance, we're all going to be surrounded by audience. It's going to be really exciting to have audience on all four sides in some cases for some of us. So the great thing there, of course, is being able to take part in the performance with them, so being able to watch them and sing directly to them is very, very exciting if you can get that relationship. But also being able to focus on the right notes and the right words. So my advice would be know things as much as you can, do as much singing between now and then as possible. And then on the day, we can relax, we can look forward to what's going to be a really thrilling thing to take part in. Delighted that so many of you are so up for it. So good luck, and if you've any questions or issues or problems or challenges that you need help with, then do give us a shout. We're really happy to help. So I look forward to seeing you on the 30th, and good luck in the meantime.